Welcome back. We're live in Bethesda at the YMCA here talking everything pickleball this morning. So in the last hour, I got my hand in the game, learned how to play pickleball for the first time, and I certainly learned a lot. It is such a fun sport, and who would have known? I know it's an ever-growing sport. With that also comes a lot of injury. We're seeing the injuries grow exponentially fast, and joining me this morning is Dr. Colin Haines, spinal surgeon, and thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And you love to play tennis, you love to play pickleball, but you know, something in your job, you're starting to see a lot of injuries from this sport, correct?
Correct.
What are some of the common injuries that you see?
Well, it's an exploding sport, but people don't take it seriously enough. You know, it's a real sport. I'll tell you, the first time I played, I worked out, I played tennis, I played pickleball for the first time. I couldn't walk the next day. I was so sore.
Oh my goodness.
So we're not prepping ourselves properly. You know, the common injuries we think about, shoulder, elbow, like tennis elbow, at the ankle, but also as a spine surgeon, we're seeing a lot of back injuries in the discs in the lumbar spine.
And what are some common maneuvers that cause that in the sport?
Yeah, so it's a lot of twisting. So if we over twist, we try to hit the ball too hard, that can put a lot of force to the low back and potentially injure ourselves. Now, another thing I think about as a tennis player, if the ball's on the ground, I just use my racket and pick it up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of picking the ball up. So to bend over and hunch down like that, and if you're not using a proper form, that can hurt. So when you drop the ball, old adage, bend with the knees, bend with the hips, keep that core tight.
I'm definitely a sucker for that. So yeah, good to know. Any other common injuries?
Yeah, those are really the big ones. Those are the predominant ones, but Achilles tendon is a common one we see as well.
Make sure you stretch before. Which brings me to, what are some stretches we can do to warm up?
Yeah, I subscribe to the simple 5-5 rule, where 5 minutes of warm up, 5 minutes of cool down. You split it up between just some gentle cardio, just walking, doing some high knees, something to get the blood pumping. But we always think about stretching, which I recommend for the other half. We think about stretching our legs, our hips. We don't think about the back as much. When we talk about the back, 3 simple ones I like. One's cat-cow. I'm not going to demonstrate that for you, but arch forward and leaning back. So that's a good one. One little side-to-side rotation. Hold it for about 10 seconds and do a couple of those. And then the last one for the upper back, you can take your racket, pull and feel that stretch, that burn in the back, and hold that for about 10 seconds. Yeah, those are all things that really keep the spine limber and feel better.
Okay, yeah, it kind of like opens it up a little bit, gets you all loose and ready to go. All right, you want to play some ball a little bit?
Let's do it.
Let's see what your skills are like.
All right.
I've learned it in a matter of 30 minutes, so we'll see where I'm at.
I always think it makes sense to start slow, so playing easy in the kitchen, just kind of the dinking, so hitting it over.
I've learned what the kitchen is. Oops.
So once we're confident doing that, that's when we can step back and actually do a little bit more hitting.
So start as like a warm-up, start right there.
Start with a warm-up. So you're pro already.
Into the net. All right, what are some warm-down moves we can do too?
So I do the same thing. I recommend starting with stretching and then just doing some gentle walking off. So the same stretches you do in the beginning, make sure you do them at the end as well.
My husband makes fun of me because I like to call it, after my years in swimming, I like to call it the cool down, the warm down. Yeah. Regardless, you have to cool down a little bit, right?
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's very easy to just take some water and walk off, but it's really good for the muscles to do so.
All right, so there you have it. You had to warm up for 5 minutes, cool down for 5 minutes, and enjoy it while you can, right? Get out and enjoy it.
It's a great sport, fun exercise. So.
Thank you so much, Colin.
Thank you.
And there you have it. Learn so quickly. Certainly need a stretch, and to help prevent injury, make sure you cool down as well. Back to you.